Google Chrome, open a link in new tab and switch to it in one click. Is there a mousey keyboard shortcut in Google Chrome that when clicking a link opens the URL in a new tab and then makes that tab active? Kind of like Control plus left click, but also activating the tab rather than loading it in the background.
If you have a scroll wheel, click the scroll wheel over a link or URL. If you don't have a scroll wheel, you can simulate a middle click on a laptop touchpad by pressing both left click and right click simultaneously. See how to change mouse settings here, this URL.
Try Control plus Shift plus click or Shift plus middle click, CMD plus Shift plus click on Mac. Use the tab activate or tabs to the front. Extensions.
There are many extensions that can open new links in an active tab, i.e., open links in a new foreground tab with one click. Mouse gesture extensions. Crux Mouse Chrome gestures. By default, click on any link and drag to the right to open it in a foreground tab. You can configure this gesture on the Super Drag tab of the Extensions Options page. Gestures for Google Chrome. Enable the Super Drag, Drag and Drop option on the Basics tab of the Extensions Options page. You can then open new foreground tabs by clicking on links and dragging downward. To change or configure this gesture, go to the Drag Actions tab on the Options page, only visible after enabling the Super Drag, Drag and Drop option. Smart Up gestures. By default, click on any link and drag to the right to open it in a foreground tab. To show visual feedback when dragging the link, enable the Super Drag feature by going to General Features on the Extensions Options page. You can configure the gesture by going to Simple Drag Link Actions or Super Drag Link Actions if you enabled Super Drag on the Options page. Smooth Gestures Plus. Paid app with free trial period. By default, right-click on any link and drag upward to open it in a foreground tab. To make this a left-click drag instead, go to Settings mouse button to start gesture on the Extensions Options page. Other extensions. Long press new tab. Allows opening new foreground tabs via long clicking, i.e., by clicking and holding down the mouse button on a link for a small amount of time. On the Extensions Options page, you can enable long clicking for the middle and right mouse buttons. You can even enable Super Drag to open links in the foreground by dragging them, making this extension a potential substitute for the mouse gesture ones. Right-click opens link in new tab. Allows right or middle clicking to open links in foreground tabs. By default, right-click opens a link in a foreground tab, and middle-click opens a link in a background tab. You can configure this on the Extensions Options page. Click to tab. Can open all links in new foreground tabs without gestures. To enable this behavior, uncheck the Open in Background box on the Extensions Options page.
I've found Magic Breaths and Better to Tap tool, BTT seems to be more advanced, useful as they allow to generate middle click, which is commonly used by browsers on other OSes to open link in a new tab. And for a touchpad default is to use 3-finger click, which is reasonable extension for 2-finger as right click. Also this middle click is compatible with utilities like Synergy, synergy-project.org, so middle click event is properly propagated to other desktop running Linux, Windows.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.